Would have been diagnosed sooner had I known that breast cancer does happen, and it's something we should talk about because I had no idea what the signs and symptoms of breast cancer were. But I was so consumed with not letting people know, or so consumed with just trying to keep going the way I was, because I was successful and I was married and I was trying, we were going to have children, and I guess I had ticked all the boxes. Queenie, you've got two choices here. You can keep hiding and stay at home and not tell anyone, because by this point I still hadn't told people, or take this opportunity and see where it takes you. And that changed my entire life. It was a holiday to celebrate, the end of active treatment. So I was like, oh great, someone on the plane's had a bug and I've picked it up, but I'll be fine. And I sort of said to Saturn, I don't want to go to A&E because this is my holiday. And that night was probably one of the most comfortable nights of my life. I couldn't breathe. And we're here now redoing this, but it's all like so much more acute. Now I'm like being told I'm going to die in 24 hours. And I believe that I was given this path in this life to inspire others to lean into their adversity and to find a way around it, because I'm just a regular girl who's been on an extraordinary journey. And, I think that many of us could do that if we just get out of our own way.
Karina. I was diagnosed with primary breast cancer in 2013. I'm born and raised in the UK. I was an accountant. I was doing really well in my career. I'd met my now husband. We got married when I was 30. And I guess, we were living the dream. And then in 2013, I noticed an inversion on my left breast. During my cancer treatment, we never had a conversation around the effects it could have on my heart. I know that your chemotherapy was red in colour. Squeezed my hand, and so I squeezed his hand so tightly. They said, she's an acute heart failure. We need to get her to cardiac intensive care immediately. Phrase that just says, hold on, pain ends, and it spells out hope, because pain is never permanent. We definitely had conversations around parenthood and motherhood, and I'd received a message from Ina, who went on to become my very first surrogate. And in April 2018, she brought me, my life's biggest gift, my little baby girl Amala. Quite soon after having her, we thought we definitely want more children. I met Laura in sort of the September, October of 2019. In the August of 2020, 10 weeks prematurely, Laura went into spontaneous labour and delivered, my 3 beautiful baby boys. What a journey. I guess what ill health does for you is remind you to savour the small moments, as well as stigmas and taboos associated with things like cancer and heart disease and infertility. And over the past decade, I've had to navigate all the cultural upbringing that I'd had. It's so much harder to deal with a cancer diagnosis because we've spent so much time trying to fit into society, like so many immigrants do. We lose ourselves, our true selves.
I remember it was day 20. And my hair, I just brushed it and a whole load of it came out in a chunk, which is really traumatic actually, really, really traumatic. I'm 34, I still want to look like a 34-year-old. I don't really want to look like someone who's had all of that taken away from them.